benefits of long hours in prayers. Long hours of prayer has a way of strengthening your faith. That's how you push in prayers for long, your faith to be strengthened. You'll be like, if I can stay with this God for this long, that means he can never leave me. His ears are open to me. It has a way of strengthening your faith. To fix your eyes on Jesus. Long hours of travel. Daniel was praying and his answer refused to come. He did not stop praying. He kept on. The faith was not, I have prayed and this God always hears prayers. I know he will answer and I will not stop until he answers. So he remained there. It shows you that there is power in praying for long, and it can create a drive, a growth in your faith in God. If you lack faith, pray for long. Stretch for long. Groan for long. And we see that your faith will topped, be added, begin to grow as you depend on him in prayers. I don't play with long prayers. And it pains my heart that this year we've not had our 12-hour stretch. This year. All the holidays, we use them to write lectures, to go for exams, to travel, and all that. It pains me so much. There are things we can achieve through long hours of what? Prayers. Push it through, stretch it through, press it through. Don't stop. If you find yourself becoming faithless, teach the prayers. As you do with faith, you're going to grow in your spirit. Faith will grow in your soul. Faith will grow in your heart. Number 3, long hours of prayers has the efficacy of breaking hidden hard yokes. As you pray long, it has the power to break hard yokes. Have you ever seen a man striking an iron? You don't strike it once. You strike and strike and strike until you get it broken. Some of us, when you hit the gates of heaven, before heaven says, who is there? You're already on your way home. You are praying. You knock heaven's door. God only asks, angel, go and check who is there. When they come there, you are 10 minutes to your house. Importunity. It breaks yokes. Oh, think that what was done before you were born can be broken with 1 hour prayer or 10 minutes prayer or few hours or few minutes of prayers. And then you confess some things, you confess some new creation stuffs. It can't do it. Ancient patterns, ancestral yokes, hidden heart, bondages can only be broken through long hours of prayers. Go and check. Even occultic men know this secret very well. They can never play with long hours of occultic activities. Invest in it. Invest in long hours of prayers. Number 4. Long hours of prayers has a way of giving you courage. Has a way of fostering strength into you. Long hours of prayers. Christ was so angry when he picked up Peter, James, and John to get some money. And that was when Christ gave us the minimum time of prayers. Can I have Matthew 26 verse 40? Let me see if I'm correct. So anyone who wants to pray well must pray in accordance to the time that Christ gave. If someone gets me, please. If you pray below it, you've not met his requirement. And he came to the disciples and found them asleep. Now, he brought Peter, James, John. It was from here I knew that Peter was a man that Christ had plans for. Every time he would call Peter, 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 Peter. Some of us here, destiny has called our name several times. What the rest are doing when it comes to your time or to your turn, you can't do it. It's destiny call. Destiny call. Every time Christ, Peter, the devil has a mission to sift you as wheat. Don't worry, I have prayed for you, but not always so. A time is when I will carry you to where I will pray. Then Peter prayed. It was Jesus that turned a garden to a groaning center for Jesus. Till date, nobody enters there. Once you are there, you feel the grooving, the impute to pray. Because Jesus began it. I checked before he went there. That place was a place for fun. Couples go there, do their stuff, play, used for flexing and party. But someone with bodies went there and changed the use of the place. Why the rest left after eating snacks? After pleasure, he went to one of the trees and he prayed, and the holes of his skin become so porous that blood with water mixed together came out of him. Bro, he was not faking it. From that day till date, nobody went there again for fun. Peter, can't you? Minimum. I do research so much. When I think the Bible, I will bring it forth to check. What hour did Christ say this to Peter? At what time? How many hours did Christ spend before coming to Peter? I checked and I saw that when he brought Peter, James, and John to the garden, he left them. Are you with me, please? If you will pray earnestly, learn to leave men. Elijah left men. Jacob left men. Learn how to leave men. Daniel left men, went to his upper chamber, opened the window there, faced heaven. Jesus came, picked Peter, James, John, told them, okay, stay here. I would say he went a little further, and there he prayed. When I checked, Christ already canceled 4 hours. Then he came to check those that followed him. And he saw John's one leg on Peter's head. Saw James hugging Peter. You know how some of you sleep? Maybe this night, cameraman, this night I will not stay. I will stay here. I won't go home. I will snap them as they are sleeping. Maybe Jesus stood, still boiling. His eyes was on Peter. See him. Maybe a little mosquito fly and just perch on James. James turned. Oh, mosquito. Christ was praying. Oh God, let this cup pass over me. Now, this cup should pass over me. And God said, no, drink it. And those that will drink it with him are sleeping. Can't you watch, Peter? He didn't even tell him, wake up now. Hope you are fine. Pray now. He was furious. He was angry. wherever in the Bible that Christ sees that prayers have been spoiled, he will shout, my house will become a house of what? Prayers. Peter was the one that put the back on the tree. James was here. John was here. They hugged him. Will not leave his hand. And maybe they even had the push together. They were praying together, three of them. Then Peter's voice was going down. James says, you don't go. John says, I'll follow. And Jesus came and gave them time frame. Can't you watch with me for how many hours? 1. So the minimum is how many hours? 1. When he came again, when he left them to go and pray, the body in him increased. Press. The holes on his skin opened. Blood was coming out. Water was coming out. He was crying. He was groaning. He was shouting. That was when Peter learned how to pray. I will not faint. I will not faint. Can I announce to you, friends? There is a day called the day of adversity. It's a day called the day of trouble. It is coming. It is in the calendar of every man on earth. If yours meets you unprepared, you are in trouble. Yes. I've shared it here before. Then we'll pray. In DLCF in school, those years, when we go for prayer, this sister will not pray. She's like an assistant to me. Prince, you on the prayer call. Is that how Kumi prays? I know for sure Pastor Bless Kumi is a man of prayers. From a short block, somebody said, while they were building Bagada, they were already done with the structures. Then one faithful early hours of the morning, the engineers came to inspect the work, and they heard some noise under the ground. They were asking, who is working at these early hours of the night? When they walked in there, Baba was on his knees. At that age, tell me why the people life will not grow. A man grew it on his knees. Somebody said, in Baba's office, you have the map of the world on his table. And every time he put the hand there, God, give me this country. God. It is happening now. In my own state, when it came to my state, a brother in my church drove the car that picked him. After all the miracles in the crusade ground, he said that he entered the car. From the crusade ground to the place he would sleep, all he was saying, God use me. God use me. I said, wait. God should use you. What is he doing with you now? He was screaming, God use me. God use me. He prayed from that point till they get to the place. I was wondering, what have they given to us? I mean, I'm buying something different. I will not faint. I will not faint. I will not faint. If you faint in the days of adversity, tell me, your strength is small. This girl, when we come to pray, she will tell us, the black community does not pray like you are praying. Why are you praying too much? Well, I was not a prayer call. I was only a brother in fellowship. The prayer call almost got discouraged because the sister was close to the GC. When she come to teach Sunday school in church, that's a time to castigate, trample on prayers, and we'll feel inferior. All these guys, all these brothers pray anyhow, pray anyhow here. You don't have to shout for God to hear you. I will look at the prayer cord. His head will be down. I will send him a text. Bro, don't be discouraged. You planned a vigil. He cancelled it. Say, he's not coming. Say, you are a prayer cord. Say, I'm not coming. You can pray. Say, Kai! They don't catch him. After many push, it's okay, I will come. We prayed one night, and boom, the heavens opened, and we saw this sister eating refuse, eating feces in the vision. Someone there saw her. We went to her. Sister, we are sorry, but please, as we were praying, our eyes got open and we saw this thing. We saw you, sister, eating feces. It's me. I can never eat feces. Me. Sister's rep. Mama. I told them, please, let's go. We're praying for you. How fine are you? The last paper. Result came out. We checked. All of us checked. We saw our names, saw our grades. She checked. One was missing. And that one that was missing was her best course. She read. She read well for the exam. Was missing. From seeing it on the board, she removed her tie. Rolled up her sleeves. She cried from the school to her house. Her roommates had to start calling us. Come, she don't mad. Come, she's crazy. I said, I'm not going there. GC called, sir, I'm not going there. Say, bro, you are wicked. I accept. We warned her before this time. She refused to hear. After 4 days, we went there. The clothes she used the past 4 days was still on her body. She was on the bed like this, like a dead lady. Her eyes were open like this. Tears were dropping. Went to her, call her name. What happened? She will point to the wall. We look at the wall, she had table there where she read for that exam. I read. I know what I wrote. I know. After a few minutes, she will now turn as if she's being controlled. She will now leave the exam and talk about football. She would jump from the bed and say, oh, I'm Ronaldo. She will go again on the bed. I said, Prince, I read. They kept food for her. Cockroaches perching on the food. I mean, she peed on herself. 4 days ago, she was like that. We took it on prayers. We cannot pray. We heard God say, leave her fast. Go to her department very fast. 4 of us we took off. 4 of us went on. We checked the board. Checked well. Again and again. We saw that this girl did not check for her name. Someone else's name was by her own. I don't know how they just arranged it. And the last paper, what the score she saw was the other person's score. Failed. I said, bro, see this thing now. She did not fail. The thing covered her eyes. The aim was to make her run mad and eat physics. That was the aim. We rushed back to her. You did not fail, though. She got off on the bed, carried different legs of shoes. Smelling, ran to the board. When she looked at it, tears dropped from her eyes. I will not faint. God, I will not faint. faint. I will not faint. My life is dependent on prayers. Oh God, I will not faint. I will not faint. There is a day called a day of adversity. I will not faint. I will not stop praying. I will not stop praying. I will not stop praying. In case you are about to leave the enterprise of prayers, don't leave yet. Journey with us to Mount Carmel. You will see that there is strength for you on Mount Carmel. Can somebody cry with me this morning? I will not stop praying. I will not stop crying. I will not stop. I will not faint. Holy Ghost, help me. My life, my destiny, they are attached to prayers. Everybody pray. Can't you watch with me for 1 hour? Don't you know your life is dependent on prayer? Can't you watch? Can't you pray? Can't you travail with me for just 1 hour? Isalemambo Adelia Sapa Sapante Kumbe Edete Sotatili Amombakale Imambaba. Strengthen my feeble fingers, strengthen my feeble knees, strengthen my weak joints. Akambaba, let me call upon thy name. The Bible said he will beckon on me and I will call unto him. David prayed so that I will not depart from you. Quicken me and I will call upon your name. Can somebody ask for a quickening? Oh my God, my life depends on prayers. Oh Baba, Esalimambe, Esalimambe, Akombaba, Itete, Ikombalakatia, Ashita la Kombele, Alema, Isalimateli, Ombe, Bebe. There is a day called the day of trouble. Trouble is coming. I will not faint in my days of pain. I will not faint in my days of travail. Oh, strengthen my heart, strengthen my knees, strengthen my fingers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ambombele Shatemampe Iliasatemampele Roseli Manteli Afeli Combe Combababatemampe Atelia Sapele. Somebody pray. Elijah prayed earnestly. Amate Combare Iliasamenante. You don't know what is waiting for you in future. You don't know what lies ahead of you. Peter pray. Can't you watch with me for 1 hour? Can't you pray with me for 1 hour? We rise gradually, rise gradually, rise gradually, climb up Mount Carmel. Let's go there together. And the Bible said Jesus took Peter, James and John to the top of the mountain. There he transfigured. Welcome to the day of transfiguration. Alesamemambo lekababai esiti membe alembo kemimbile egebebebele agebebetekama. There is somebody calling my name at the top of Mount Carmel. I climb, I climb, I climb. I can hear my name, I can hear my name, I can hear my name. I climb. Shatekomambole atelikamba. Somebody come up hither, come up hither. Leave the pain of men. Come up hither. climb up together with me. Shikaminante, Akamba, Letetetetetea, Ishadimambe, Umbaba, Redekobate,